yo, foreigner, you crazy for this one.
Yeah, that thing I'm jab riding when I'm left hooking. Fiends say they love me cause they know I keep that sack moving. Sad to say, but this the life that I have grew in. I had to hustle, skipping class, man, I was true in. I can flip some packs and teach you how to do it. This the real deal. Better watch your back cause people will kill. Kill Bill, kill switch on the Glock, yeah, this the real. And people spin around them blocks just like a Ferris wheel. But that's enough of that. Let me tell you about my life and where I grew up at. I grew up in the south of Topeka. Then I moved to the east in the streets and I ain't fucking with neither. I ain't the type to go with kill or go and sit on that block.
Bucket Discussions family, it's Tahj here, aka 1/3 of the Bucket Discussions podcast. Guys, please do me a favor. Thumbs up this video, like it. I can't stress this enough. This helps us grow our channel and this helps us recommend our videos to people who have no clue who we are or what we're doing over here. Also, guys, stay tuned and be on the lookout for more.
To the location, I'm trying to kill you first. Young niggas getting rich off rap. We got the city turned. Niggas in this bitch, baby, get naked. I'm sipping on a 6 of pie, puffing Miss Gretchen. CC coldest out of North Flint. Look the bitch messy, waist tiny, ass super fat.
Look like Big Jesse.
This ain't no this though. All this facts with it. That bitch got bed bugs on my back itch.
The lunch crew company.
I mean, I'm just honest. I might go get Lex back, but the bitch toxic. Next to serve a nigga Tylenol, think the shit watch you. Think her nigga hard, he only tough when he hit powder. Nigga, a dust head. Get you with a switch when I shoot, sound like a bus wreck. I heard they say.
Hey, that's my favorite part of that host on my Bucket Discussions family. I'm back at you guys with another reaction video. So we all know about GTA 6 dropping in 2025. I'm not sure exactly which month it's dropping, but just know it's dropping in 2025. And I found this video a while back, but I was like, I gotta react to this, man. Cause you know I be on YouTube heavy, man. And I was like, this gotta be safe for a reaction, man, on the Bucket Discussions YouTube channel. So that's what we're here to do today, man. GTA 6 is everything wrong with society. Now, I don't agree personally, but let's hear my man out. Let's hear what he got to say. I want to hear him lay out his case, man, and then I'm gonna make my determinations on if he talking crazy or he speaking facts. Let's check it out right now.
Question on people's minds. After over a decade since GTA 5, what does Rockstar have in store this time? The bar couldn't possibly be higher. Thanks to its massive release and its online economy, GTA 5 is probably the highest grossing piece of media of all time.
Never has there been an opening like this in the entertainment industry. This week, Grand Theft Auto 5 pulled in $1 billion in sales in 3 days. No movie or music release has ever come close to that.
I'm here for Grand Theft Auto 5. Yeah.
Reaching over $6 billion, a figure that Rockstar will be lucky to match the next time round.
Hey, that's how it's gonna be when the new GTA 6 drop, man. We're gonna be out there like, yeah, I'm here for GTA 6. You feel me? GTA is such a big part of all of our childhood, man. So I know everybody excited for this one. 2 billion. Sheesh. My fault, my computer buffering right now. Lock in. There we go.
People will be expecting the world. Most of which people are going to be looking for something that builds on what GTA 5 did so well. The sheer scale of the game was one of the things that really blew people away. The way the world seemed so alive and the heist missions were dazzling spectacles, which was like mini finales. The story and the characters were incredibly well done, if a little all over the place. You could definitely tell that each plot point had at least 50 writers working on it, but that didn't stop the dialogue from being snappy.
That looked pretty good, I ain't gonna lie.
The funniest and most interesting we've seen in a long while. At the end of the day, any game where you can steal a blimp has at least something going for it. What cemented it all together though were the mechanics of the game. Everything from the driving, the flying, the combat mechanics, it all worked pretty much perfectly. A massive step up over the previous games in the series. If any of these elements were subpar, it would have ruined the entire game. If the driving felt clunky or stiff, then it would have turned all the long drives into a chore rather than a welcome change of pace. Instead, the time you spend driving just seems to disappear. And this focus on the core mechanics.
I don't look like the real GTA right there. That was like a Need for Speed type game.
Today. But for GTA, it was what enabled Rockstar to turn it into a massively successful MMO.
Or maybe that's online.
That's been running for nearly a decade straight. If Rockstar doesn't get these essentials right for GTA 6, then it might turn out as one of the biggest blunders of all time. But it's unlikely. Then what do we know about the game so far? Well, speculation about GTA 6 has been going on for years and years now, but it wasn't until 2020 that we learned anything concrete. Even that was part of a leak from the company. In a Kotaku report, insiders at the studio said it was still a ways away, but they did have some details even at such an early point. Rockstar has, and still is, infamous for their culture of crunching and overworking their developers. Anyone who's played Red Dead Redemption 2 will know the sheer amount of time that must have gone into each tiny detail. So to try and ease the burden, sources at the company said the game would be limited in scope at first, but expand over time as anything gets added. Although whether this is just an excuse for Rockstar to repackage paid DLC is another story. Other than that though, details were scant. It wasn't until last year that we really learned some of the details. 5 months after Rockstar officially announced it was coming out, Bloomberg released a report on some of the upcoming game's main features. We learned that the game would originally start off in Miami, a fact that was later all but confirmed when development footage was leaked. It wasn't long before people took some of the buildings they saw and matched them exactly to some of Miami's real-life structures. One detail though was that while the map was going to be smaller than usual, we would have far more indoor locations. Rockstar games have always been more focused on immersion in a real world, so this will be a welcome change. On top of this, the game was confirmed to have 2 protagonists, 1 male and 1 female. Maybe a step back from the 3 main characters of GTA 5, but still interesting. Not many people base their basements about a game on the amount of protagonists anyway, but a few months later, and there would be a larger leak, showing footage from the unfinished game, raw code, and even some voice acting from scenes in the game. Lots of it was scrubbed by Rockstar shortly afterwards, although what was seen confirmed some early reports about the game. And the leaker actually turned out to be a 17-year-old from Britain who had hacked into Rockstar with a Fire TV stick in a hotel room connected to his mobile phone. And it wouldn't be all that surprising if a similar character ended up in the game itself. But outside of the confirmed details, we can make a lot of pretty strong predictions based on both what Rockstar's done with their previous games as well as a little common sense. But before we continue, I want to talk about a video sponsor.
I ain't gonna lie though, the game does look good. Hey, shout out to my boy. I understand you gotta get your money up, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk through this ad. It does look like a really good game. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm excited about it. But I'm not too familiar with like online. I haven't played online in some years now, bro. Like I have not played GTA 5 in a minute. I mean, back in, I'm gonna say maybe like, me and my brother was like 15, 16, 17. I'm 22 now, so I haven't played that's like 4 or 5 years now. We used to be getting it in online. We used to be getting it in, bro, especially like he used to be on there customizing cars. Every time I come back, he be downstairs playing. I'll come downstairs, hey bro, look at this car, bro. I just made this car. This nigga got different colorways. He got like pearlescent, purple. Like it's crazy, man. I'm like, damn, bro, how you do that? Oh, bro, I watched this YouTube video. So we used to be getting it in, man. And even before that, GTA San Andreas is, in my opinion, the best GTA ever. Probably because it was the first one that I really played. I had GTA 3, but I was young and I didn't understand the game, but that's a great game. Even playing it as I'm older, I'm like, this game was ahead of its time, man. Let's get back into the video.
GTA 6 sooner. Rockstar were pretty much releasing a game every year before GTA Online came out. Since then, we've seen just one major release in a decade. Another thing we can almost certainly expect is a focus on satire. GTA 5 was full of it, as were the other games in the franchise, but it's going to be a bit trickier. Past 10 years have seen real life surpass fiction in how absurd and comical it is. Things we laughed at yesterday are normal today, and so it's hard to imagine Rockstar and the legions of writers will come up with anything more crazy than what's in the news. Could Life Invader from GTA 5 really be renamed into something dumber than Meta? Or could they come up with anything more redundant than X? How could they even approach how insane and over-the-top modern politics is today? Judging by what we saw in the last game though, there's a few obvious paths they could take. 2 characters from GTA 5 that seem so much more relevant now are Michael's 2 children, Jimmy and Tracy. Jimmy is the stereotypical gamer. He's a toxic man-child, unaware of how awkward he is, while also blaming everyone around him for the fact he spends all day smoking and playing games. If they didn't drill it in enough already, he's literally got the word entitled tattooed on his neck. Tracy's on the other side of the coin, a stereotypical blonde airhead. She goes through life entirely obsessed with status, image, and her own popularity. She throws tantrums, is even more spoiled than her brother, and she's painfully naive. This was Rockstar's over-the-top but disturbingly accurate portrayal of teenagers at the time the game came out, and today nothing's really changed, except that these people grew up and now they're the ones setting the example and guiding social media for everyone younger than them. It's a self-perpetuating cycle that began with people like these characters. And so you can be sure that Rockstar's gonna roast the hell out of them. The Jimmys and Tracys of yesterday are the influencers of today. The most entitled, degenerate people making the most money of all. Considering how blatant and clearly greedy some influencers are, Every week, like clockwork, there's another controversy about some influencer pushing some awful product, usually a scam, whilst failing to hide how stupid they think their audience is. Just look at one of Pokemon's most recent scandals, trying to sell $28 cookies, then insulting the people who call her out on it by saying they're just poor and stupid. Cookies that are just an obvious rebrand of some other, more cheaper cookie. Let alone all the crypto scams that influencers like Logan Paul.
Yeah, that's kind of funny though.
Equally likely though is Rockstar making fun of both the Sims, calling these people queen unironically.
So Ruby Rose is a very popular individual right now, and she posted this on Twitter today. I ran into my #1 spender on OnlyFans.
And that's honestly, I feel like that's smart. That's very smart marketing right there, man. That's very smart marketing, because you're going to have somebody out there that's going to try to top that, or somebody that's going to try to compete with that, even though it's not real. But real quick, though, very important question. This is a very, very important question, one of the most important questions of 2024. No, what? Forget 2024 of all time. Jada Waiter or Ruby Rose? Comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
We are blessed with two magnificent pictures here. On the left, it is Ruby Rose posing with her #1.
My computer is very laggy right now. I don't know
Now
what's
let's
going
turn
on.
our
But
attention to Exhibit B, and we can get the statistics. So he has been subscribed to her OnlyFans for a month and has spent a total of $62,000.
As well as the people spending their whole lives raging in comment sections. Often though, they're just the same people. GTA also excels in specific...
And we are blessed. Two
There we go.
magnificent pictures here. On the left, it is Ruby Rose posing with her #1 piggy bank dumper. Now let's turn our attention to Exhibit B, and we can get the statistics. So he has been subscribed to her OnlyFans for a month and has spent a total of $62,000.
As well as the people spending their whole
that
lives
can't,
raging
yeah,
in
that
comment sections.
just looking at that
Often
shit
they're
cannot be
just the
real.
same people. GTA also excels in specifically...
Unless he might be a millionaire, I don't know.
As well. While lots of other shows, movies, and games do this, GTA does it in such a complete and direct way that it's unique. Every detail is a masterclass in satirizing America. From the way the adverts on the radio sound to the ridiculous political campaigns and billboards, it's uncanny how close they are to reality.
The same report says he allegedly used campaign money for a flashy Las Vegas holiday, a shopping spree at makeup store Sephora, and for payments to OnlyFans, a site known for adult entertainment. He's now fighting 23 federal charges.
The satire is most visible, though, in the names Rockstar gives their fake companies. Facebook turns to Life Invader, Fox becomes Weasel News, and Goldman Sachs is renamed to Schlumberg Sachs. While they might be juvenile, these names are working on another level beyond crass humor. They're poking fun at the double-speak way that companies name themselves, something that's ubiquitous today. Companies don't file anymore, they downsize or they restructure. Reductions in pay or the company's revenue becomes adjustments instead. What began as little more than stupid buzzwords in boardroom meetings has infected every layer of society. Today, companies are so terrified of the truth in their PR image that the names barely mean anything anymore. Facebook became Meta and Twitter turned into X. Both of the previous names actually meant something. Facebook actually was a book of faces in the beginning. Now they don't mean anything at all. Even logos become bland and featureless. Just compare any big name brand's logo to what it was 10 years ago. Nearly every time, it's just a simplified geometric version of it. But with GTA 6 set to be the most expensive AA game in history, it might be an issue for Rockstar to properly satirize these mega corporations. They are one now. It'll take a bit of the momentum out of every shot they take in corporate America when they're a massive part of it. Although it might not be as big of a problem as people expect, after every GTA game, and for the entirety of GTA Online, you're invited to get straight back into the criminal grind. Whatever lessons the protagonists learn about how they should value their family, or get out while they still can, always fall away. If they actually landed, the game would just end. Instead, there's an irony in how the main character can finish the arc, become a complete person, learn all these core values about humanity, and get right back into murder and mayhem. Rockstar are the same. Their characters arc finished with GTA 5. It was the definitive GTA experience, and they became one of the largest gaming companies in the industry. But now they're back to it all over again, but bigger and better. Rockstar themselves are large enough to satirize the GTA game, if only they weren't the ones making it. This is just one example of the million different ways Rockstar could take on modern culture in GTA 6. There's literally a whole world of options for them. Considering it's taking place in Miami, we pretty much need to see some SoundCloud rappers at the very least, and all the degenerate podcasters. But overall, the way Rockstar just cuts through the nonsense and goes straight for the jugular is what makes GTA some of the best satire around. The only thing left to see is whether they can keep the ball rolling for GTA 6. These sorts of massive AAA releases only come along once in a while, and they're always a complete gamble. The more highly anticipated a game is, the bigger risk there is of a complete flop if it doesn't reach people's expectations. For gaming audiences especially, the reactions can be a little on the extreme side. Considering people have been waiting over a decade and the games have had more than $1 billion thrown at it, the possibilities are limitless.
$1 billion is crazy. Like, I would love to see a video or react to a video that talks about what exactly goes into making a video game. Like, the fact that they had to spend all this time making this video game, like, what are they doing behind the scenes? How are, like, they talk about people being overworked. How are people being overworked? Like, I would like to hear more about that. But I thought I would disagree a lot with this video, but I really didn't. Honestly, it was just like, basically, the main point is art imitates life, you feel me? And growing up playing GTA 4, playing GTA 5, San Andreas, I didn't pay much attention because I was a kid. And I was playing a game that was just like, oh, I'm not supposed to be playing this because, you know, there's murdering, killing, cussing in here. But I didn't realize they were kind of like making fun of society. But, bro, I'm excited about GTA 6, and I guarantee you it's going to be, it won't reach our expectations. And if they do, I'll come on here and say I'm wrong, but I don't think it's going to reach our expectations just because it's been so long. It's been 10 years, and we all have like we romanticize, you know, these video games. We romanticize our childhood, you feel me? So I feel like it's not going to reach people's expectations. But I will be, I don't know if I'm going to be in line. I'm probably not going to wait in line. But if I can get it on the PlayStation Store, I'm definitely going to pre-order it. And I'm not even a guy that pre-orders games. I don't like to buy games when they first come out. But this is a very highly anticipated release, man. So I'm definitely going to be on there. I'm going to be tapped in. And if it's going to be 60, I'm going to drop to 60, you feel me? I don't like to, but I'm going to drop to 60. And I'm going to tap in. We're going to tune in and play, man. We're going to go crazy. Guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.
The jungle like I'm Conan, kind of with both hands. Switch the flow like it was broken. I'm on the road, man. Making plays just like DeRozan. I shoot my shot, and that shit wetter than the ocean. I brag a lot, but with the wind and come the boast in. I made a lot from them apartments that I sold, and he ain't make it up to college. So them streets where he enrolled in. I know I'm a scholar from the moments that I was exposed in.